This is Hymer EX's i504, and let's start off with the sign it's got in the very beginning, because there it's a on a 3.5 ton license. You can drive it, and you've still got 760 kilos of weight extra that you can carry, so you're going to have to be pretty fat and have lots of things to take that up to the limit. Let's have a look. Start off in the garage, and for those of you who may have seen my films from my Hymer van 522, you can see it's a very similar sized garage. It's pretty big in there, with nice big door on both sides. So that is something which I think is very useful. Now inside we have, let's have a look at the front part. L-shaped lounge, wonderful panoramic view. Obviously it's an integrated model. We've got a bed up there. You may know I don't like beds, but I know that most people want beds, so let's understand why. Down here we've got that's a space for the television, so the television comes out of this thing here, and you can sort of sit round the driver's seat, on the seats against the wall. Now the kitchen, obviously it doesn't have a huge amount of space, but a very clever little thing here is that this table here comes out, so you've got a bit of workspace there, so you don't have to sit at the table while chopping onions or whatever, as I do. And standard burners and what have you, nothing out of the ordinary there. Now the shower is somewhat smaller than it was in the 522 version, but not a lot, and it's certainly absolutely adequate. But it's got a nice sliding door. I think sliding doors are the most practical in a van, and it's one like this. Very smart. I like that. And we've got in here even a little table sort of thing, a shelf which comes up. Not terribly certain when you'd need that, but it looks nice. Now here we've got steps leading up into the bed. Obviously, as you'd expect, they can be used as storage. And a nice wardrobe. Oh, skylight in the shower. It has two advantages. Obviously you can let your steam out, that's advantage number one. And advantage number two is when there's a skylight, you leave the toilet door open, you get extra lighting. It could be, for example, at night, you might want a bit more light in, or even you could be parked in the street somewhere, you've got all the blinds down around the side of the car and at the front. But with these particularly enormous skylight like this, you've got light streaming in. You don't need it, and that was my experience when I was living in the 522. I think it's quite an outstanding vehicle, this one. I really like it. And okay, it's 63,000 euros, not cheap. It may be some time before any come on to the market as second hand, but it's definitely one which I would like.